Hello, hello! Welcome back to another video in our Zodiac nail series where I'm doing a different zodiac sign and a gemstone for each month. And well, two a month, so one gemstone with one zodiac sign, the same gemstone with another one. And this is the second one for May. This is Taurus and Emerald. So I have kind of my little printout here of what I'm going to be doing so you guys can kind of see. I'm going to use a medium stiletto nail tips, and then I kind of have the design figured out, but I'm not 100% sold on it fully. Like, things might shift from this initial rough, but basically, let me see if I can get closer. Yeah, so you guys here, you can see I'm going to do like a Taurus symbol, some stars, some different stuff. We're going to do Taurus on this finger, and it's going to be with, I have these guys, so I'm going to use gold as our accent color, so it's going to be green and gold. And then I'm going to spell out Taurus using the gold letters, probably. I don't have green letters, so yeah, gold letters. And then I was thinking like kind of like a gemstone type design, green in the background with some gold accents on the top. And then here's like some swirly design, which is a technique that I found on Instagram that I thought I want to try. And then on this side, I have some gold foil, this type of stuff that I thought would be really cool to work with to do kind of like another, but I might, you know, tweak and do more of something if I feel like I like it more than whatever else. That's kind of where we're at. That's what we're going to be doing today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful month of May. And yeah, I know I'm a little late on getting this one up, but I still want to get to you guys. I've been on track the last few months, and I'm not going to lose track now. We're just going to be like one day late. And that's okay, because, you know, whatever. You can still celebrate and wear your nail set whenever. I just wanted to get these videos out during the season. But I was out of town last weekend. It was Mother's Day. You know, there's a lot. I went to see Ailstorm concert, you know, all that fun stuff. We're going to wear gloves, because last time I took off my gloves at the very end and finished the nail set because my hands were getting sweaty. And my fingers got a little bit of a reaction, so I can't even touch gel polish. Still working on that. I did do dip powder from Rebel Nails, and that ended up working pretty well. I did that last week and tried it, and it didn't cause any reaction, so I might be able to do that more. I might do a video on that in the future. But for today, we are going to do this. We're going to do Emerald and Taurus, so let's hop into it. Alright, so I think I'm going to use this green. Yeah, let's do that. This is going to be the base of all the nails. Ready to paint? This stuff is, it's an old bottle, but I haven't used this green like in a long time. But it works still, so we're gonna use it and see how we feel. I might change or put stuff on top of it, but this is kind of cool. And this is actually perfect for a base coat, I think. Might do two coats of it. That will do. I like that green. I think that looks good. Let's do this as just one layer to start, and then if I need to do two, I might keep it simple. I like when the nails from the underneath have the same color. Even if the tops look a little different, because we're going to be doing a lot of layers and stuff, I like when the bottom has kind of like a consistent look to it. So that's why I like to pick one color as a base. And sometimes it can be white, sometimes it can be beige, it can be whatever color you really want, but usually I'll do the color that's like the prominent color. Alright, that's looking good. Let's put it in the gel light, which I have underneath here, which you won't be able to see, but it's literally the best spot for it. It takes up so much space, the light itself, so.
A few minutes later.
Shoot, I forgot to hit record. So I'm using Madam Glam to do this kind of thing for the base, and I saw this on TikTok. I don't know if it's gonna look good, but it's kind of like where they swirl, like you create a swirl. I don't know if that's actually going to be shown on camera, but I can see it kind of doing what I want. If I do that with all of it, maybe it'll look alright. And then you cure it while it's got the swirl, and it's got like a neat little kind of floral look to it. I just don't know if this is going to fully do it, or I'm using the wrong stick or something. I don't know. They used a pearl white, which maybe would have showed up a little better. I don't know. Let's see what we can do, and if anything, if I don't like it, I just wipe it off and do something else. But I like kind of the depth it gives, because it's kind of like putting the sparkles in a different way. You can see it a little bit. Yeah, it's very faint on camera, but I can see it more in person. So I'm just gonna go with it and hope it doesn't smooth out too much. I feel like this is something like you want it to swirl and then cure it so it doesn't try to self-level and look funny. Okay, so, well, it is trying to self-level. That is also a problem. This gel is too good. Alright, well, it's still kind of pretty. I think I can get away with it. I'm gonna cure it and see if I can salvage it. It looks almost what I was wanting, but it's not quite as deep of a look as I had hoped. I think it still looks cool. And it's still sparkly, so you can't go wrong. I think the thing I wanted to do was make a French tip outline with some gems. I do have these guys. I could do some gold flakes. Maybe I'll do the gold flakes instead. Messy, aren't they? Oh boy. I think, oh, it exploded a little bit. Okay, well, that's fine. All right, yep, that was exactly what I wanted to happen. Yeah, probably just do some clear, just a little bit of clear to get it to stick. Actually, I was gonna do a little bit different of a shape. The goal here is now to paint on like kind of a French tip line, because I just kind of did a straight line and I wasn't really trying to make it French yet. But now if we do, all right, and then I do like a couple swirls up here and hope that they kind of show themselves. It still looks cool. I apologize if I'm not in the camera. I'm looking at two different cameras to try to get centered on both. Sometimes I don't realize I'm not centered on another one. Yeah, my idea was to like kind of like, instead of with gemstones, use the gold flakes. All right. Yeah. This is very much gonna be feeling like Leprechaun, but that's okay, right? Taurus is an earth sign. We want it to be kind of earthy, but I mean, emerald is such a prominent green that like it's so hard not to have it look like it does, I think. Alright, that stuff is nice. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of a little abstract, a little outline. I will add a little bit more to the tip, also to cover up the little pieces of foil that kind of went all over the place, you know? I'm not happy with this yet, but like, it's a process. As you guys can probably tell, it takes me a while until we get to stuff like this. Even this, it took a bit before it turned out like something I liked. A little chunky. Kind of wish that looked a little bit smoother, but you know what? We're not gonna be that picky. All right, I'm gonna put it in the actual cure just to get a little bit heavier of a cure. 30 seconds, there you go. My hands are sweaty already. I don't like this. I hate having to wear gloves. Why'd I have to develop a gel allergy of something I love? Ugh. Alright, so the idea is it gonna stay in one spot? Oh, actually, this guy might be what I need. I do have one other trick I might show you guys, because when you're trying to get rhinestones on or things that aren't super flat onto a rounded nail, it's kind of tricky. So this is a stamper, the sticky part to a stamper. So I'm gonna put this stamper on this flashlight, and then we're gonna stamp it on, and then it'll cure as it's pushing. Hopefully, it worked before. I'm trying to figure out how to get this attached on here, because it is not staying. She's popping out one little bit, but we might be able to get away with it. All right, we got that on there. The idea now is, oh God, it's popping off. Not in the good way. Wow, my stamper has a rip in it. Now you have a light that is a stamper. So now we go like that, and we hold it down where we want it, and hopefully it sticks. And it kind of bends it. It is not quite where I want it though. It's a little off center, but you know what? We'll work with it. It's fine. But that does help, because see how it wasn't curved and now it is. And now it won't move, and I can do the next letters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another layer maybe. Where's the glue? Where's my stick? Found it. We're good. A. So we're gonna try to sticky the A on next. And there's no going back. We started this, we're committing. Ah, it's crooked. Fine, it's part of the character. This is what I meant to do from the beginning. I'm gonna make it look like it was meant to be that way, okay? Yeah, that's the plan. Totally. We're gonna make them all not straight. Looks like you meant to do it, right? Right. We gotta give it its character, you know? But this is also good practice for me, because like the second set I do of any of these, if anyone orders them, right? Like I sell them on Etsy. The second set will always be a little bit better than the first set. The first is like a prototype, I'd say. And the second set, I like definitely learn and can do way better the next time. Get the first set done, and then if people buy them, then I'll do another set for them and make it look way better. Some of them are, the originals are good enough, but a lot of them I know they sometimes will want it to be a little bit better. I'll redo the nails I didn't like or whatever, you know. You... Tor... Alright, let's see how crooked this one gets. Don't move. TAU! We're getting there. Oh, also, if your thing has a little silicone thing, it actually holds it in if the silicone thing is pushed up. So now it looks like it's like staying really well. R. I don't know exactly how the R looks. Definitely not that big, but oh well. Tor. Alright, ready? This is actually one of the tricks I learned fairly early on, because I was trying to put these leaves on and they were just sticking up, and I was like, this is dumb, how am I supposed to get them to stick? And then I watched a random video and someone recommended do this, and I'm like, that is actually genius. Because like there's no other way you're able to hold it in place and let it cure easily. You can sometimes use tweezers to hold stuff down. I am happy that this is somewhat working for me. That work? I'm so nervous every time I put this on there. It is working. I got these letters specifically for the Zodiac stuff, because I have these, which I used in the last set, but there's only one of each, and I'm doing 2 of each Zodiac, so it's good that I can have another way to write if I want to. I'm not going to always, but I like to usually have either the constellation or the name of it and the symbol. Alright, now S. It's actually not as crooked overall as I thought. The A is the only one that's like actually crooked. They're kind of curved to the shape. They're not perfectly flat, so we're gonna use some builder gel to encapsulate it a little bit. I am gonna use a file really quick. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Hopefully it doesn't hurt your ears. It's not that loud, but I'm gonna do that just to clean off the extra glue that I accidentally got on here. Or that like kind of leaked everywhere. It's not great looking, but we're gonna do a layer of green anyway to cover it all up. I just want it to be smooth. Yeah, see that extra glue piece? Popped it off. A lot of glue. Got that chunk off. Okay, good. Alright, so it's smoother now. Doesn't have those extra bumps now, so that's good. So, the plan here, do another layer of magnet stuff, and then that should clean up around it so it doesn't look quite as like dull. Then I might add a couple stars or like decals. So my idea is kind of smooth out any mistakes on the nail itself around the letters, and it'll brighten it up so it doesn't look quite as dull. Because I think when you wipe the magnetic stuff, it doesn't like that. That'll look better. Then I'll try to paint in between with a finer brush too. Somewhat brings back the shine. That definitely has accentuated it a little more. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but another one of those looks better in person things. Sorry. In the end, you'll be able to see it clearer. All right, so that is that. Here, maybe a couple little accent dots could be good. Like this type of stuff. Just to put something in the background a little bit. Put like 3 dots there. They are just so tiny. Right, so we have little accent balls, I don't know, little like kind of flowers. They're kind of abstract little like 3-ball flowers. I think that looks all right. So now I'm using Model 1's builder gel. This is just a really thick, clear gel that works if you want to encapsulate or make things like shinier, smoother. So I usually will do that on stuff that is like this, that's kind of uneven. This may be a little tricky though. So I'm going around them very carefully. I want them to be like touching it, but not. Yeah, that'll do. It also makes the nail a little bit thicker too. You don't want to do too many coats of this. Probably only 1 coat. Look how thick that looks now. I'll take off some. Taking off some gel, that's way too much. This stuff is great. I love this stuff for making things look like more rounded and finished. And it'll help keep these from moving too, I think. That'll do. That looks super smooth now, look at that. Ooh, shiny. That needs a full cure in the big lights. Now that I got that done, gotta figure out how I'm gonna do these next ones. Now, like, I don't think this green is gonna work. Well, actually, it's not much different than this one, actually. But it might be different enough where you might want to use it. I don't have any good, like, dark green that isn't glittery, do I? This is definitely a tealy green, too. We have this, which is color changing, but it's very blue to green, and I don't want the blue to be the standout color. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna be too big though. That is my only concern.
Perfect.
I just didn't want to push it down yet till I'm done, but that's kind of interesting. I don't hate that. And this nail can be just kind of with multiple decals. And I think that will look pretty good. It's so hard to see it in this light. Kind of like a French tip with a star on the end. What other stuff do we have? Thinking this star would be nice. Don't mess it up. You gotta be so gentle with these. Sometimes you can break them. If I want to push down, use these little silicone things. That works. That's where I'm at with that one. I do want to see if I can get the stamper to work, but I don't think on that nail. I think this nail I'm just gonna continue to fill out with decals, just because I think it's pretty. It looks like a leaf. I like that. I'm trying to stick with earthy kind of look still, right? So having a leaf type design, not a bad idea. Cool. We did that. Then I might be happy with it. You can kind of see it. All right, so that one's done. Okay, and then this one I wanted the symbol to be on it. I might actually make this one a little more sparkly, and we'll paint the symbol. Or we could like fade. We'd have it be mostly sparkly and then kind of fade it. Now I'll make a nice glitter kind of look. And then we'll paint the symbol on here. I'll probably keep this one kind of simple. Let me cure that really quick. We're gonna draw a good shaped If I don't talk when I'm doing like lines, it's because I have to stay super straight and focused, otherwise the lines will look super bad. It's a little thick, but a little bit of acetone, I can clean that up. I'm like messing this up more than if I just had left it. Of course. Actually, this brush would have been better. Sometimes you have to like use the proper brush, otherwise it just ruins it. And that's kind of what happened here. Because it's harder than it looks to draw a circle on a round surface, okay? Hard enough to draw a circle on a flat surface. Now, it's at least closer to the shape I want. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, yeah, I might paint it gold, and then that can cover any stuff I didn't like. Definitely will need a couple layers because this stuff is kind of see-through, but I think one more layer, it'll be just what I want. I was wanting to paint stuff with gold, and really if you paint with white and then put the color on top, it pops better too. So it's good I accidentally did that. Alright, yeah, that looks much better. Now I think I like this gemstone, so I'm gonna put that there in the middle. Okay, next thing I want to do kind of was try to make this look like a gemstone. I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. That's the plan. Try to make it look like a geode, I guess. We're gonna do a gold outline, and kind of a little bit swirly-ish. I want to add like a gold kind of bit too. I don't want to cure it yet because I kind of want to blend them together. And then I'm gonna paint the inside with a little bit of this in hopes that it looks kind of gemmy. I might cure that because I'm happy with that, but I'm still gonna add more layers. And then I was thinking to do like kind of like the lighter gold that's almost like a silver, like a rock. Yeah. A little more depth on kind of the outline. I'm kind of smudging it a little bit so it's not as much of a straight line either. Yeah. Alright, now to ruin it probably, but I'm gonna add some white kind of speckles. Make it look a little bit not just gold. I might need to take off some of that even, but coming together, come together. Still doesn't look like a geode per se, but so I think I'm happy with how this looks. I added a little bit of builder gel on the inside part, and I'm gonna do some matte on the rock part to maybe make the inside like stand out a little bit more. Yeah, my improvised gemstone look come together somehow. And I have this matte sparkly, it's called Sparkly Rain, I think, Madam Glam. And if I put that on this part, it might look even better. That's what I'm hoping. If I don't like it, I'll just do it all glossy, but I think the matte will make it look a little bit less shiny, because I mean, usually the outside of a geode is rock, right? So that's kind of the look I'm going for. Alright, so I'm just doing a little bit of a gold glitter fade on this. I already did like this as a fade, but I feel like this kind of balances out the symbol being way down there. So I like that. Yeah, that looks better. I'm happy with that. And then I think I'm about done adding a little more gold down here and on the edge of this one, just to kind of add a little more sparkle on the sides. I think this is actually my favorite, and then also this one. I like the little swirly idea I did, but it didn't turn out quite as like floral as I had hoped for that. And I do like how this one ended up with the gold tip. I think that actually looks really nice. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'll do some outdoor shots tomorrow morning, and you guys will be able to see that here in a few moments. You'll see it in its full glory in the natural light, because natural light just makes all this stuff look so much better. So here's Taurus for May and Emerald, and this is the last one we did, which was Taurus and Diamond. Quite different look, same zodiac sign, quite different vibe. Hopefully it wasn't too St. Patrick's-y. What can you do when you get emerald and gold, right? Pretty happy with this. Not my favorite, like, overall as a cohesive set, but I think I learned a lot, and I think that I can improve on this design. It's just a good start. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process, and yeah, make sure you like the video, leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!